you guys, it's Moody here, and as usual, it's probably going to be a little cup battle, right guys? And lately, I have not been battling much. In fact, I haven't battled for like 2 weeks because I was working on a partner layout during those 2 weeks, and then recently YouTube just decided to F me over because the new channel design is going to be like basically forced on everyone in just a matter of time, so... I think that's already been confirmed. I think it was like January 1st. They said they were gonna like reinforce it or something. And that sucks because everything I've been doing for basically the past 2 weeks was put to waste. So fantastic. Needless to say, I'm not happy about that. Like, I don't mind the other designs they had around the site, but the fact that they just changed the channel design completely, and it really pretty much affects me and everyone because the backgrounds that you have right now are not going to be they're not going to be compatible with the one that you had designed for the last interface they had. So needless to say, I am quite upset about that, and it was basically a waste of my time. Even if I went back to the old channel design right now, it would be pointless because they're gonna end up changing it all in a matter of time anyway and forcing it upon everyone. So I'm just not comfortable with it now, but you can't really do anything. You just have to live with it, and I guess I'm gonna have to invest even more time into making a layout for the new one and all that, and a template and whatnot. So bleh, they are such poopers. That's all I am gonna leave you guys with today. And I did not feel like speeding this battle up either because I feel like I was gonna talk a lot, which I think I am right now. So summary of this: I actually had this battle like an hour ago. I led off with Mienfu. I feel like that's always the best lead, just because I get to U-turn out if anything, and most leads like Pharaoh Seed, for instance, are weak to its fighting type attacks too, so that's also a plus, especially since I feel like a lot of people use Pharaoh Seed in Little Cup. And basically it was a lot of switching going on and predictions, but in came this Pharaoh Seed. The thing is, I was contemplating here whether or not to start setting up spikes, but I figured the best option would be for me to go into my Mienfu because I want to be able to deal as much damage on it as I could, which is actually a really good play on my part because now I realize that this is his Zorua, and thank God I went for the U-turn, and I'm able to switch out. Only then, actually, when I realized that it was super effective, I realized that it was actually the Zorua, and that is God. That was such a pain in the ass this whole match. So I basically had to sacrifice something because I didn't have anything that would first of all be resistant to his dark type attacks while resisting fighting type attacks. I don't think that's even I didn't really have a very good switch in. If Larvitar, however, was the same typing as Tyranitar is, then I felt like that would have been okay, considering he's very well endowed in special defense, so his special defense is great. But the thing about Larvitar is that it actually has guts, and he's rock ground instead of rock dark, so I felt like trying to experiment with it. Unfortunately, that didn't work out as well as I would have planned. So he goes into his Tailo. I decided to U-turn just because I knew he was going to switch. I knew he did not want to stay in, so I did not want to go for the Drain Punch just in case he would have switched. So I feel like this was also a good opportunity for me to go into my Croagunk, thinking that I would easily be able to take it out with my priority attacks. Unfortunately, he is one of the ones that have Protect. I know some don't carry Protect because they carry U-turn, Brave Bird, and facade or something and not protect, because they sort of like assume they'll get off the toxic orb within a matter of time. Or quick attack was also an option, but I didn't even consider that option. For some reason that just like went right by my head. I was thinking he was gonna go for a brave bird or something, which is why I was so weary of staying in. I was scared of the brave bird basically, but if he did go for a brave bird, I was thinking that a sucker punch that I did go for would have taken it out. So he goes for another quick attack. I now know that he doesn't really have that many options, but I have to sacrifice my Pharaoh Seed, and he's either gonna kill me off with the Brave Bird this turn because of recoil and toxic damage and iron barbs, or he's gonna switch. So I figure I kind of sort of have to get rid of my Pharaoh Seed here. Unfortunately, I don't know, that was actually, it makes it sort of difficult later on, but my Pharaoh Seed was also my only steel type Pokemon. The problem right now I'm having is with this Croagunk and his priority attacks. So he withdraws. I figured I would have just gone for the fake out right off the bat. For some reason I was thinking he wouldn't have fake out because he switched. Otherwise, maybe he doesn't really have that much to lose since he's at full health and I'm at half. So I figured I'd just go for a fake out. He goes back into his Pharaoh Seed, and this is the actual Pharaoh Seed. So I know they usually carry Leech Seed, Stealth Rock, or Spikes, and then Bullet Seed or Gyro Ball. If he did have either of those two attacking moves, I feel like they would have killed me. However, I sort of took a chance here, seeing as the probability of him going for a setup move was more likely than him going for an attacking move, and I just decided to get off some damage, at least with Vacuum Wave. And if it wasn't for the last pair of hacks I got this turn, I would have been able. Was it this turn? I know at some point I do get para-haxed. Yeah, never mind, he switches because he's going to use it as fodder for later, so I was just going to go for one last Vacuum Wave. At this point, a paralyzed Croagunk, I don't really put much value on it because I also have a Scarfed Pokemon, and this priority Pokemon is not going to be very efficient against his. The only thing I'm really worrying about right now is this Croagunk, and unfortunately I'm just like weary about this, so I went into this Tynamo, I'm calling it Tynamo. I decided to just pick this little guy out from my box just because I felt like he needed, some attention this match, so he didn't know what to expect, which is why he went into his Pharaoh Seed as fodder. I found it funny, sort of, because my Tynamo actually gets a kill this match, which I honestly did not expect because its move pool is so limited. I have Thunder Wave, Spark, Charge, and Tackle on this thing, so as you can tell, his move pool is so limited. So I really did not expect too much from this little thing. However, oh my god, this thing does surprise me quite a bit. First off, here I was thinking he was going to go for a fake out, so I was just going to stay in because I don't really have a good switch in, so I was just going to go for the Spark. Luckily, I realize now that is his Zorua again. And my little Tynamo does work this match. Not that much, but he does enough to make me proud. He was very underestimated in my opinion. I'm left with 2 hit points. Honestly, I thought he would have not lived that, but I'm able to take out his Zorua with my last Spark, and needless to say, I'm actually happy. If that's really all he did this match, I would be glad with that. Because look at him, it's just like a little electric tadpole. No one really thinks too much of him, and he's all cute and adorable. I say that about every little Pokemon. Oh my god, guys, I wanted to do like a little cup sort of TCG match, if that's possible, but I don't play TCG online. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with my beta codes soon either. I'm probably gonna sell him, give him away. I don't know. I'll think about it. But my Tynamo goes down, but not in vain. He took out 2 Pokemon before going down. So I am so proud of him. So he's expecting the Drain Punch. No, he is. Bleh. He switched in because he probably thought. I think he thought U-turn maybe, but I predicted him to switch, so I just went for the Drain Punch, got some health back, and I really don't think that he's gonna switch this turn, so I'm just gonna kill off this Arkin? Is it called Arkin? I'm gonna call it Arkin with Drain Punch, and my Mienfoo and my Ducklett are the last 2 Pokemon I have left, so I don't want to be stuck in this Drain Punch, so I'm gonna go back into my Ducklett. And this turn, he's going to go for the Fake Out. I know I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but he's going to go for the Fake Out. I really did not think that Ducklett would. I feel like every one of these Pokemon that I don't see a lot are probably like really frail or something, but to my surprise, this Ducklett lives with 1 hit point, and it's my Specs Ducklett. So I went for the Hurricane. I'm like, please don't miss it. And yes, Hurricane hit. So my Specs Ducklett is going to end the match for you guys. So on that note, it's a very happy note, and I'm glad that I got to narrate a match again. It's really been a while, but I had so much fun doing this match. So as always, I really love you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this match. I'm actually like narrating with such a smile on my face, but I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend, or if yesterday actually I was at a party, so my weekend is already turning out wonderful, so I hope yours is as well, and I love you guys. Bye.